This video is a product buyer's guide intended for gift givers and adult collectors. Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max
and Sang.
In today's video, we'll be reviewing an exciting new 2-pack of LOL Surprise OMG dolls. Once again, hailing from the music-themed remix series, we have Punk Grrrl and the first ever LOL Surprise OMG boy, Rocker Boi. We have already reviewed several other remix OMG dolls, so if you missed our reviews of all 4 characters in the core wave, or the massive Super Surprise playset, those 2 videos will be linked in the description below, along with our full LOL Surprise playlist. Rocker Boi is the much anticipated debut of the male OMG face and body sculpt, completely unique to the girls we've seen so far. There have been some polarizing responses to this guy, but we'll get into that whole conversation later. Despite what most may have been assuming, Rocker Boi is not the older sibling of the very first male LOL Surprise doll, Punk Boi. That role belongs to his companion in this 2-pack, Punk Grrrl. Rocker Boi, meanwhile, is the big brother of another fan favorite character, Rocker. Does the new sculpt measure up to collector expectations? How does it differ in articulation from the girls? Do these dolls have real-world celebrity inspirations like the other remix dolls? We explore all that and more in today's video, so keep on watching.
The Remix 2-pack is available now at most major retailers, including Target, Walmart, and the official LOL Surprise store. Its suggested retail price is $49.99, but make sure to stay on the lookout for holiday sales. We'll show the UPC and DPCI number on screen here if you are on the hunt for them. Links to purchase online will be in the video description below. This 2-pack has small pieces and is not recommended for children under the age of 4. The packaging is quite large, with the box measuring at over 15 inches wide. Artwork of Punk Grrrl and Rocker Boi is displayed across the front alongside the Remix logo. We see the characters' little siblings on either side and a blurb about the So Extra tour and band playlist across the back. The unboxing process is pretty standard for OMG. Once we remove the tape, we can lift up the outer sleeve and see the inner box.
Opening the sleeve reveals remix-themed tissue paper over 2 faux vinyl records. Rocker Boi's comes in a transparent royal blue, while Punk Grrrl's is red and heart-shaped, which is super cute. These records can't actually function in a real vinyl player, but if you flip the interior switch to on and then spin them on the knobs atop the packaging, they'll play clips from the LOL Remix soundtrack. This function works by twisting the knob itself, so you don't technically need the records to hear the music. Once we fully remove the doll dressing rooms from either side, we can see a rosy red backdrop for Rocker Boi and a deep blue one for Punk Grrrl. There's unique artwork in the background of each one. Be careful opening the accessory box because the little accessories inside are packaged loose in just tissue paper. Let's apply these accessories to fully dress the dolls and get a closer look.
First up, we have Punk Grrrl, unboxed and fully dressed. Her dramatic punk rock makeup is accentuated with blue eyebrows, exaggerated lashes, and fiery red eyeshadow, with ruby red lips to match. Her hair is equally wild with chopped blue bangs down her forehead. Her teal hair has royal blue highlights and is tied back into 3 separate large braids. There are frayed pieces down each side of her head, and we can also see that the side of her heads are shaven into a flocked faux hawk with a leopard print pattern. Her shiny silver earrings are circular with jagged edges. There's a lot going on with Punk Grrrl's outfit. She wears a spike choker around her neck, which is a silver variant of the same accessory worn by Bad Girl in the Super Surprise playset. Her jacket has panels of blue, red, black, and a minty green with a leopard print. A functioning belt piece down the bottom reads OMG XOXO. The interior is bright yellow. We can read several punk rock catchphrases and quotes down the sleeves, including Punk Isn't Dead, Eat, Sleep, Rock, and more. If you examine the top of her left sleeve, you can see the Supersonic logo, which is the name of the rock band included in the LOL Surprise Super Surprise. Her right blue sleeve sports a similar theme, reading ABCD across the top, which is of course a spoof on the rock band AC/DC. Beneath the jacket, she wears a leopard print multi-strap bra top with a mesh knitting underneath. Her skirt is a lot of fun and is made of mixed materials. One half is a black pleather lined in faux zippers, while the other is a multicolored plaid layered fabric. A silver chain dangled down her right side. We think this will be a cool piece to mix and match on dolls like Integrity Toys' Reckless or an edgier Barbie, although it's a little short on them.
Punk Grrrl wears bright red mesh socks over her legs, topped off with magenta leopard print wedge sneakers. The soles of the shoes are black. Topping off her stage-ready look is a glittery iridescent purple and silver guitar accessory. The chain dangling off its sides can be hooked open and closed to help her hold it. Next up, we have the man of the hour, Rocker Boi. Since this is the first ever OMG boy sculpt, let's take a closer look at the details. Comparing his eyes to Punk Grrrl's, we can see that they both measure at roughly 1.5 centimeters wide, although in person, the boy's eyes seem a little smaller. Could just be an optical illusion of Punk Grrrl's makeup. The biggest differences are in the lips and chin. As where the female sculpt has round, plump lips, the male lips have more definition and almost look to be in a pursed kissing pose. The chin is also a bit more distended, making for slightly more masculine features. As for the new body sculpt, we'll examine that a little later. It'll be interesting seeing what's done with this male sculpt moving forward, but for this particular screening, the character has big blue eyes and neutral brown eyebrows, dotted off the right side to give a shaved look. There are grease paint styled black stripes on the left cheek over a deeper peachy coloration, which is also below the right cheek. Not sure whether this is intended to be an addition to the punk rock face paint or a variant of the blush we see on the female characters. One of Rocker Boi's biggest statements is his long, dark rock and roller hair. It may look jet black from afar, but if you examine closely, you'll see it's a combination of black and silvery blue. There's a bit of product over the top of his head to give a little volume, and from there we can also see his platinum white highlights. He wears 2 different earrings, one being a sculpted spike chain and the other being a small studded hoop. Rocker Boi's outfit starts with a frayed denim jean jacket with faux buttons and black pleather sleeves. There are faux pockets on either side of the chest. The back of the jacket features a bold rock and roll design with lightning bolts reading Iron BB Superpower. I could be wrong, but I believe the back of this jacket is a reference to the 1970s heavy metal band Iron Maiden, which did also spawn a good deal of merch inspired by their 5th album, Power Slave. Much of this merch displayed a circular icon surrounded by lightning, like this jacket. Beneath the jacket, he wears a sleeveless white pre-torn tank top inscribed with the word "louder" 3 times, but if you look closely, there's also intricate song lyrics written across it in faded black lettering. You just pretend you don't like my band. Gotta love the little hipster moment there. He can wear a black studded wristband just above his hand. The one on ours seems a bit loose and flimsy.
Rocker Boi's pants are a 2-tone split skinny jeans. Although they are so soft and stretchy, they feel more like leggings. The belt has a silver buckle but is attached to the pants. These are all one piece. One leg has a red and black splatter pattern, while the other is all black and white stripes. There are real pockets at the rear. His shoes are mostly pure white platform boots with some intricate black and silver detailing painted across the sculpted lace and hook eyelets. Like his partner, Rocker Boi also comes with a guitar accessory. His is a metallic silver, black, and white polka-dotted electric guitar. Rather than a chain, he has a rubbery silver strap that can be unlatched to assist the doll in holding it.
Lastly, Rocker Boi also comes with a black and white tie accessory that you can wrap around his neck, as well as an adorable pair of silver translucent aviator sunglasses.
Both dolls comes with stands for display. Rocker Boi's base seems to be a new sculpt as it is slightly larger than the girl's and is studded across the base. His is a dark red while Punk Grrrl's is blue. The 2-pack comes complete with one silver hairbrush as well.
Now that we've checked out the fashions, let's get Rocker Boi undressed so we can get a closer look at the brand new OMG Boy body sculpt. There are some pretty interesting differences in size. Compared to the girls, Rocker Boi has broader shoulders and a wider waist, but slimmer thighs and a flatter rear. Because of this, I imagine pants from the female releases may actually be a bit loose on him. His articulation mostly mirrors that of the girls. You can pose him at the elbows, wrists, and thighs. I do have to say his arms overall feel sturdier than the female OMGs, particularly at the articulation points. Honestly, I'm a fan of these hand sculpts. They still have a slight rubbery texture like the girls, but the added bulk helps keep them less flimsy or loose, which has been an issue for me on the other OMGs. Knee articulation is identical to the girls. He has the rubbery snap knees that can bend only slightly backward. One huge difference is the male sculpt actually has ankle articulation. This guy can bend his feet pretty far backwards and forwards. This could help with more dynamic poses or potentially even getting the doll to stand on his own. The overall inspiration of these two definitely seems to be a combination of punk, goth, and rock and roll celebrity fashion, spanning across the past few decades. Long hair on male rock stars became popular as far back as the 1960s, representing a rebellion to the status quo. Aerosmith lead singer Steve Tyler became known for long, dark hair with white highlights, similar to the look we see on Rocker Boi. Punk Grrrl's fashion sense rings a little more recent, bringing to mind the popularity of plaid skirts, chains, and mesh in the 90s to early 2000s punk and goth scenes, as well as Japanese Harajuku street style. I'm honestly not the most versed in classic rock history, however, so if you guys think we're wrong or know of other inspirations here, let us know in the comments. Alright, so here are our final thoughts on the LOL Surprise OMG Remix 2-pack.
I wasn't planning on getting this 2-pack since it was not my taste and theme, but I managed to score a great deal on them. I do appreciate the remix series covering a large spectrum of music genres, and no doll seems under-designed. The introduction of the boy was a welcome one. While the OMG line uses the same girl's head sculpt for all their releases, to my knowledge, they've been really creative in terms of keeping it fresh. But a new sculpt was a great addition. I'm curious what the future releases of the boy sculpt will be like, and I see the potential there. This one didn't really speak to me, but I hope they continue to introduce boys into the OMG universe.
So, if I'm being honest, my knee-jerk response to seeing these revealed was a bit of a lukewarm one. I wasn't expecting the OMG Boy debut to be so loudly thematic, although maybe I should have, because it does align with LOL Surprise's signature style. I think I'll need some time to warm up to the male sculpt because I'm not sure how I feel about the puckered kissy lips quite yet. I'm not a huge fan of long straight hair on male dolls, partly because it just feels like taking the lazy route for rooted hair, which male dolls so rarely receive. On this debut, it would have been awesome to see a more intricate, unique men's hairdo like a full mohawk, undercut, or pompadour. That being said, this duo screams punk rock, and I can't help but appreciate LOL Surprise's nods to more retro fashions and pop culture references that parents and adult collectors can appreciate alongside younger fans. They make a bit of a different impression in person, and, I am bonding a bit more with my Rocker Boi the more time I spend with him. I continue to be impressed with this brand's level of detail and fashion sense. Unlike some of the other remix dolls, I consider the appeal of these ones a little more niche. I think you'll have to be on board with the wild and crazy punk rock theme and clashes of color to fully appreciate this 2-pack. I could see myself appreciating the male Sculpt's cuteness more over time, and it'll be interesting to see different screenings as well. Not gonna lie, Rocker Boi is pretty photogenic. What do you want to see from OMG Boys in the future? What do you guys think of this debut? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you again for joining us for today's review. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video on our channel. And we will see you next time.
Bye.